All right, OBS is Open Broadcaster Software, and you go to obsproject.com to get it. It's open source, it's great stuff. Okay, so for this one, I clicked on Windows, downloaded it. This is a Windows device, you can use Mac OS, Linux, whatever. You download it, you launch it, it looks like this. And I don't know, it should just be the exact thing that you've done for any other application you've launched before. So anyway, it won't look like this exactly, but it'll come up and it'll basically just be black screen, I think. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to drag this down to make it a little easier. I'm gonna go to the file up in the top left, click on settings, okay? And I'll show you what all the settings are that make this work. Let me just zoom in a little bit actually. Okay, here we are. So for output, this is gonna have to be changed. I think by default it's like 2,500. You're gonna have to increase that to 50,000. And then I think the rest of this is kind of the same. You're gonna do lowest quality fastest for the encoder preset. I think besides that, most of the other stuff can stay the same. This is if you're recording, this will just tell you where it's gonna record on your computer, and you can change that to whatever video thing you wanna do. Okay, and then you'll click apply. All right. Zoom out. Cool. All right. I'm trying to remember the other general. We did this. Stream, I already showed you. That's where you put in the stream key. Okay, so video, this is one that's going to have to change. I don't know what yours will be by default, but this is what it needs to be. 3840. I'll just zoom in real close here. 3840 by 1920 for both of them. And then everything else, I think, can stay the same. Aspect ratio will be 2:1, but when you put this in, that'll just automatically update. Okay, and then same as before, you click apply. All right. I think that's all you're gonna have to do. The rest of the stuff is, these are things that you can basically come in here. Once you get more familiar with OBS, you can add all of your hotkeys and change all this stuff, which I don't think you're gonna have to do any of this. Okay. So now let's get out of this. Down here, these are your sources. Okay, so it's probably gonna have some scene built for you right off the bat. If not, just press plus. Create a scene. Okay, I'm just gonna cancel this right now. Actually, I'll create scene 2. So I'll show you how I created all of this, okay? Scene 2, this one. This is where the scene is. All of the sources get pulled in. So basically anything that can create media from your computer should be in this plus thingy right here. Okay, looks like people are still shooting each other on the game. All right, the one that I did was, where was it? Display capture. Come over here, display capture. I'm creating a new one. Okay, and now it's gonna ask which display. Or no, this is the one right here. Right here, there's a TV, and then there's a monitor. And so I have it going off of the monitor, and that's the one that it's getting pulled into. If I switched it to this, then it's just everything on the TV gets brought into this monitor. If you're using like a laptop, for example, it's just gonna be your one monitor most likely, unless you plug in another one. Okay, let's go ahead and say okay to that. Now you can click and drag and change the size of stuff and move things around. And that will change how it shows up for the people. Oh, what did I just do? I pressed on something with my elbow. Oh, what the heck? Did I just turn the computer off? I don't know what I did. Okay, well, it looks like this is still working, so that's fine. So what we're gonna wanna do is do display capture, left click or right click, and then go to transform, edit transform. Okay, so we're gonna take the position and the size, the alignment, everything basically is gonna change, and we're gonna make it the same as this. Let me come over to one of these guys. So here's the left one. Let me show you what it needs to be. Edit transform. Okay. This is so that it shows up in the left and right eye for people in the headset. The position is going to be 360 pixels, I believe, and then 720. The size is 1920 by 1080. Positional alignment, top left, and then scale to inner bounds, center, all of it, okay? So you're just gonna take those, you can pause this, and you can punch them in where you need to, okay? Then we're gonna look at the right one. Transform, edit transform. Okay, this one's weird, but this is what they told me. So 2239 by 720. And then everything else is basically the same. So you go through and the same as the other ones. You're gonna have to change them from the defaults. After you've done that, it should have both of these displays in the left and the right. And I only made one, so basically after you make one and you copy it, here actually, let me show you a little shortcut here. If I go to this, I can go to transform and I can copy transform, okay? Now let me come over to my other scene. I can go to transform and then paste transform. Boom, that one goes right where the other one was. And now what I can do is duplicate. Where's duplicate? I think I can just copy paste. Yeah, copy paste. Okay, so now I have two displays. They're both doing the same thing. So now I can go to one of them and it has basically the same transform as the other one. So I'm gonna edit transform. The only difference on this one was let's see if I can remember, it was 2239, I believe. Okay, we're gonna close that. Okay, so we just created a new scene and it has the display stuff in the same place. Let me come over here and see what I did. That's fine, kicked out for inactivity. Oh, what the heck, that was weird timing. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Okay, so now we have what people can see. That's good. Okay, let's come over here to the plus sign. We're gonna add some audio. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Let's see, which one? Okay, audio output capture. This one is the one that worked the best for me. Just to explain how my audio is going. Still falling out of that. I have a microphone right here. It's dark, but here's this microphone. It's plugged into my loop station. And then the loop station is plugged into my audio interface down here to Focusrite. And that's plugged into the computer. Anyway, it's recognizing it here as an input device. So let's just go to the input device real fast. I'll click new. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. Default. Yeah, so it has like just some other ones here, and then here's my Focusrite audio. So this is what I would do if I were just wanting to get my mic. Okay. I can add that. Boom. Now my mic should be picking up audio. Okay. Yeah, you can see it going up right there. To get the game audio, the thing that I had to do was go to audio output capture. And let's see what the defaults are. Basically anything that is coming out of my Focusrite is what goes into OBS. So this way it gets my mic and it gets all of the game audio. You can't really, like, they're all just added together, so you have to like mix stuff on your end. You can make it just catch what's coming out of the TV. It just depends how you route the audio from your game. So I'm gonna do this because this is what I had. Okay. And then now we're gonna come over to the game. Let's look at this real fast and see what the audio settings are here. Audio. Ooh. Okay. So speakers, headphone, game, sound device. I have it as the Focusrite. So it's sending everything into these headphones right here, which are plugged into the output of the Focusrite. This is where things might get confusing, but you're just gonna have to customize to basically get it to work for you. But As long as these match, then it should send audio into the stream. So boom, I can make it to TV, which was the same as the other one, but I'm keeping it the focus right, because that's where my headphones are plugged into. There's also a microphone input device for your game, and this is some more stuff you can play around with. But the output is kind of the main thing. Also, if we're like listening to people swear at each other in the chat, that's probably not the best for live streaming. It's supposed to be family friendly. So I actually have most of that turned off. People in my stream hopefully are not hearing all the chaos that people are shouting in our ears when they're playing the game and getting killed. So this is how I have it. Let me bring my mouse over. And if I want just my microphone, then I can turn this one off. And so the microphone is the only one that's on right now. And this like little eye thing mutes it for microphones, and it, if I can click on it, it makes them go black, like they're not visible for the video stuff. For the audio, it mutes it, video goes black. So now this is workable. I mean, we can go live and this is fine. People will see it, and I can show you the screen recording of what it looks like in the headset. If you want, and if you have the means, you can add one other thing. You can add a video capture device. And let's do, okay. I don't have one, so it's not really coming up with anything. All it says is OBS virtual camera. If you have a camera plugged in, like let's say I have a laptop and it has a webcam on it, that should appear right here. And then you can press OK. And basically you can come in here and make this thing really small and move it into the corner. I don't know which corner you want. Something like this. You can move it over into the corner of your thing so people can see your face in the corner of your game. And maybe let's like put it in this exact corner right here. I don't know. Something like this. Ideally, it's going to match the other one down here. In fact, what I'll do, I moved it around just for the concept, but what I'll do is go to my display capture, and I'm going to copy my transform settings again, and then I'll paste them to this guy. Let's go to transform, paste. So that should be the exact same size. Now from here, I mean, everything is in the same spot, so I can just bring it down, make it smaller. And I mean, we can play around with it and see what size works the best, but let's say it's like this small. It's like a tiny little thing here. Now you can duplicate this. Let's just copy paste this bad boy. Right click, paste. So now there are two of these. The other one, we're just gonna go ahead and just like before, we're gonna transform, edit transform, and then we're gonna make this, rather than 360, it's gonna be the, what was it, 2239, yep, 2239, okay. So now we have a little camera in the bottom left of both of the eyes here, so people can see our face. And because I don't have one plugged in, that's why it looks like that, but normally you'd see me right here. Okay, this is all of it. So these are our scenes. And you can create two different scenes. One of them can have the webcam here. The other one can be just your webcam if you're trying to do not gaming type of content. You can just make the webcam the same size as this whole thing rather than making it tiny. Or you could do gaming without the webcam if you don't have one. The webcam's better if you do have one, so please try to set it up, makes it more interesting. But yeah, you can switch between your scenes just by clicking on them. Or if you set up your hotkeys, you can do it that way. And that should be everything, you guys. Yeah, if I miss anything, let me know. But from here, you'll do the same as before. You come to your stream. Oh yeah, it looks like people are in my stream right now. Been live doing this test right here. If anyone comments, this is where their comments will be, and I can comment back to them. Say hi. There we go, Beatbox Prime Gaming. If I hover my mouse, oh, it should, Yeah, there it shows the full name. Sometimes people's names don't show up, so if you hover the mouse, it'll show it. And I can click here to see a snapshot of who's in my stream right now. This doesn't update in real time, so you always have to exit and come back. Just keep doing it. It's super late, so there's not a lot of people today, but you know, some people came in. Also, you can see what is going on. You can unmute it right here, and this should be pretty good, like with pretty low latency in real time. It should look almost exactly like what your stream looks like to them, except without VR, obviously. And if this looks like this, and if you hear sound coming through, then you probably did it. And one other thing, if you're not hearing any sound coming through, you can go to your computer settings. For me, it's this, okay? And it pulled it up on this monitor, but you go to your sound, and then here it shows all of the different places the sound could come out of. If I want the sound to come out of the TV, for example, I click this one, it's the Samsung device. Now I would just turn it up with the monitor, and basically, if I unmute this, right now it's unmuted, then I should be hearing my stream, and it'll be probably like 5 seconds behind because of the latency. So if I check, you know, depending on what's going on here, I think the TV is muted, so we won't hear it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Check. There it is. Yeah. Check. Yep. It's working. Yep. Okay. Now I can mute that. Yeah. Okay. It was getting the audio from the game, and it was coming through. Okay. Now I can mute that. Yeah. Getting the audio. So that's how you can confirm that your stream's working. So OBS is taking everything from all of your sources, packages them into a scene, and then it spits it out to, go up to File, Settings. It spits it out to this stream key that you got from here, okay? And then here it is, spit it out right here. And anyone who is on this whole system, you know, if you're, I should check and see if you can log in on a different device and make sure that you're good, but regardless, anyone who's on PICO should be able to see what you see right here. It looks the exact same. And then for them, it's in VR. Yeah, I think that's everything. So at this point, we confirmed it's working. I can go ahead and end my stream, and you should be getting bot notifications in Lark when you start and stop your streams. So if you haven't gotten that figured out yet, you can look in the group chat and there should be instructions on how to do that. But if I stop my stream, I think that only stops it here. So OBS stopped spitting a stream out. And yeah, right here, it's like, oh no, there's no stream, but I haven't actually ended it yet. So on PICO, someone could probably still go into my stream, but it's just gonna be blank. There's gonna be no sound, but they could probably continue typing to me because the stream is still here. There's just nothing getting pushed up to the stream key right here. So I could be like, hey, are you there? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, people are still coming in. So the stream doesn't end until I end it like this. And by doing that, I'm gonna click this and end it right here. That's how you end everything. Let's go ahead and start this one more time. Start stream. Okay, it should take a few seconds and it should pop right back up here. Yep, there it is. Yep, and it is working. Cool. All right, I think that's everything. If you have any other questions, you can let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going after this. Okay, I'll post a video of what it looks like in the headset, so look out for that one. Okay, bye. Okay, look at this. Can you see what it looks like in VR? So I'm moving the headset around. Ugh, it recognizes there's not a face, so it turns off. Okay. Yeah, so you can look up. See roughly what it looks like as I move the whole camera on. It's this giant kind of full frame thing. That's what it looks like inside.